Thank you for joining me on another episode of Taste and See with Dee, where cooking is made easy. So guys, I know it has been a while since you've heard from me. I apologize for that. I was sick for a very long time. Just now getting back on my feet, feeling a lot better. And just trying to get these videos out to you. Get back into the groove of filming and editing videos. So this video today is going to be on, you can see them, candied yams. Funny thing is that I filmed this video way back in November, but just really wasn't up to editing. So you're just now getting this video. However, you're getting it in a good time because we are right around the corner from Easter. So you can use this video for your Easter meal. I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so in the beginning, you saw me rinsing off the potatoes, the yams. Actually, they're sweet potatoes. I'm not exactly sure where they got the term yams, but I know that we don't have any yams over here in the United States. I think that they are products maybe of Africa, but I'm almost certain that these are sweet potatoes. But all through the time that I was growing up, we didn't call them sweet potatoes. We called them yams, candied yams. All right, so you see me peeling off the skins off of the yams. And what you'll notice about the yams is that they're very oddly shaped. And that makes it a lot harder for you to cut, makes a lot harder for you to, hold on to them. So be careful, and always when you're taking the skin off and you're using the peeler, peel away from yourself and not towards yourself. That way you won't cut yourself. So right now, I think I'm going to do about 3 or 4 yams, and that should give you a good amount. If you cut them probably 1/4 of an inch, that should give you a good amount to serve probably 4 to 6 people. Okay, so we have reached the part where I am trying to cut through the sweet potato. And as you can see, I'm struggling because they're really thick. And they're really thick, and they're not easy at all to cut through. And so this is what I meant when I said I don't want you guys to cut yourself. So what you want to do is that you want to find an area where you can level off on the yam so that you can place it nicely, on the board where it won't move. Something else that you should do too, you should probably use a wet rag right up under your cutting board. That way it won't move as much, especially when you're trying to cut through the yams. Because trust me, I have cut myself plenty of times trying to cut on an unstable cutting board. And this was during culinary school. I cut myself twice, and they were like, look, cut yourself one more time and you out of here. And that's how I had to learn the hard way, to put something wet up under the cutting board so that it won't move as much. So I'm just cutting them probably 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going slow, that way I won't hurt myself. And it's not as easy as it looks, to cut. They're really hard to cut through, especially if you don't have a really sharp knife. And this knife is sharp, but isn't sharp enough for these sweet potatoes. Okay, as you can see, the yams are all ready to go on the stove now. So I'm going to add my sugar. I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. And then I'm going to add my After I add my sugar, let's see what I add next. I add my butter. That's 1 stick of butter, which is plenty. Then I'm gonna add my cinnamon, lemon. And I think I'm gonna add like probably 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is real spicy, so you don't really need a lot. And next I'm gonna add my vanilla. Mama used to use cloves. Not really a fan of cloves, so you won't ever see me put that in my yams. Okay, and now we're adding the water to it. It's about 4 cups of water, which will come to about halfway up the pot. And remember, sugar turns into liquid, so you don't want to add too much water, because all it does is will turn the potatoes more into like mashed potatoes as opposed to kind of firm potatoes. So I add my salt, and now they are ready to start boiling. And I cut it on medium boil because they're going to boil probably to like 30 to 45 minutes before they're fork tender. And the way that you know that your yams are ready is you just take a fork, test out one of the yams, and if it breaks easily, you know that you're all set. You're done. As you can see here, it's going to easily break, and then I can cut the pot off, and I have made my candied yams. I hope you enjoyed this video.